Kukulkan. Kukulkan is called the feathered serpent god. It is a serpent with wings to fly and it has a human head in its mouth. Nobody knows what it represents till today, and some even call him as alien. The Tamil perspective would properly identify him as we shall see. In Chichen Itza, there is a pyramid called El Castle, so named after the Spanish conquest, which is dedicated to the god Kukulkan. It is actually the temple for Kukulkan. What is special about this pyramid? This pyramid has square base and it is a stepped pyramid of 9 steps. At each side there is a staircase leading to the top. Each staircase has 91 steps. If we add all the 4 sides, it amounts to 364, and including the throne, taking it as a step, the total comes to be 365, the number of days in a year. Seeing through the Tamil's perspective, the 9 steps of the pyramid represent 7 planets and 2 shadow planets called Rahu and Ketu, totaling 9. Have you heard about Navagraha of Tamils? It is these Navagraha which are called among the Mayans as the lords of the night. These are called the lords of fortune, both good and bad, and they are related to astronomy and calendar, and hence they are called the lords of the night by the Mayans. This is exactly same as Navagraha of Tamils. Hence, the 9 steps of the Kukulkan pyramid stands for the Navagraha. Hundreds of thousands of Navagraha shrines are seen only in Tamil Nadu, and this proves that Tamils are the ancient astronomers. The central Graha of the 9 Grahas is Sun, and hence Tamils knew heliocentric universe more than 4000 years ago. The Kukulkan pyramid is so oriented and designed that on both summer and winter equinoxes, the passing daylight shadow of the 9 steps falls on the side wall of the staircase to create an illusion of a snake descending from the top. The end of the staircase wall on the ground is shaped like the head of a snake. In the vicinity of the Kukulkan pyramid, there is also a pyramid called El Karakal, which is an astronomical observatory. All these things suggest that Kukulkan is related to astronomy and creation of calendar. He is the god of astronomy. If that be so, then the name Kukulkan shall also reflect the same. The Tamil word Kuhai or Kuhal means owl in English. Kan means eye in Tamil. We know that owl, a nocturnal bird, has capacity to see in the night. As astronomers watching the sky during the nights, the Mayan astronomer was given the title name, the eye of an owl, as shown here. Kuhal plus Kan, Kuhalkan, Kukulkan. Just remember that Mayan's son-in-law was Ravanan, who was a great astronomer. Kindly watch the Great Ravana Mystery Solved video in this channel. Having demystified Kukulkan, we shall now demystify his pictorial representation. I am presenting 2 pictures side by side. Both these pictures have 3 items in common: snake, feather, man. Snake, feather, man. Aren't you surprised by the astonishing match? Does it mean that Vishnu was an astronomer too? Now you look at another picture of Vishnu. He is lying on a snake with eyes open and looking up. Is he observing the sky? He might be observing the sky, but why lying on a snake? Now look at this picture. Vishnu is studying the sky, lying on a stone, which is usually called moonstone. The stones used for observing the sky is traditionally called moonstone, that is Nilakal in Tamil, as moon is the earliest astronomical object studied by man. Observing these 2 pictures, we understand that moon was metaphorized as snake. This is a very interesting fact. Moon is subjected to gravitation not only by earth but by all the heavenly objects, except sun and earth, which individually exert almost non-varying gravitational force as a function of time. All other planets' force on moon is changing both in direction and in strength individually. Hence, net force on the moon is a complicated dynamics, and hence moon moves in a snake-like circular trajectory around the earth. That is the reason Vishnu metaphorized moon as a snake. I request you to watch part 4 Vishnu video in this channel for a thorough treatment of this subject. As I had already established that Vishnu was an astronomer in the year 2013 through part 4 Vishnu video, it was very easy for me to establish the identity of Kukulkan. Hence, we have established that Kukulkan was nothing but Vishnu, the astronomer. The Kukulkan picturization is very peculiar, and this peculiarity arises from the physical distance between these 2 cultures. Nevertheless, it retained the 3 unmistakable factors: snake, feather, and man. Every Vishnu temple in Tamil Nadu has aspects connecting him to astronomy. Vishnu was a Tamil Asivaka Siddha who specialized in astronomical knowledge. His other names are Kannan, Parshvanath, Parthasarathi, Angarahan, and all these names, including the name Vishnu, are title names associated with astronomy, and it is beyond the scope of this treatise to describe them in detail. I request you to watch part 4 Vishnu video in this channel. As Parshvanath is nothing but Vishnu, I estimate that Vishnu lived well before 1000 BCE. Following his nirvana, he is being worshipped as God. Enlightened human siddhas are gods for Tamils, and it is the same for other cultures too, even if they choose to call them as Messiah. Vishnu was an astronomer as per Asivakam that tallies very well with the Kukulkan being related to astronomy. But Vishnu was corrupted as a god of reincarnations in Hinduism during the past 1200 years, hiding his original and true identity as an astronomer. Vishnu reincarnates as Dasavatars solely to hide all aspects of Asivakam and to connect other gods of North India to Hinduism. This distortion, calling him as the god of incarnations, also spread to the Mayans through trade relations with the Tamil soil, as shown in the video clipping.
Another extremely important god was Kukulkan. He was the god of reincarnation and resurrection. His name means the feathered serpent.
As reincarnation is associated with both Kukulkan and Vishnu, and hence this additionally proves that Vishnu and Kukulkan were one and the same. This identity doubly establishes my conclusion that Vishnu was an astronomer. Having deciphered Kukulkan, I want to settle one more dispute regarding alien influence on earthly matters. There is a trend in the Western circles that whatever they do not understand, they stamp it alien. I am presenting portions of a video by History Channel which calls Kukulkan as alien.
Kukulkan by the Maya is depicted in a number of ways. Sometimes he is human, sometimes he's a serpent. Sometimes we see him emanating from a serpent's head. We know that there's no way that a human being can emerge from a physical serpent. So the serpent must stand for something else, either a construction or a device. Now, because we know Kukulkan is a deity, we also definitely need to consider that this device is somehow a ship, and Kukulkan emerges from within the confines of the ship to the outside world and reveals himself as a deity to the people.
But we have now established that Kukulkan was an astronomer, an ancient Siddha of Tamil origin, and hence not an alien. The same way, I can shatter every argument of alien influence on Earth. Hence, the alien theory is definitely faulty. There are intelligent species elsewhere in the cosmos, but they never came to Earth in flesh and blood. If at all there had been any interactions between these species, it could have only been through telepathic sharing of common pool of cosmic wisdom. Hence, instead of venturing to understand the unknown aspects of global civilizations in their proper settings, stamping them as aliens stonewalls any possible attempts to understand the unknown. Hence, alien approach is definitely an unhealthy attitude. This is the sound message I am conveying through this video. The Mayans had their own great achievements in astronomy, and their interlocking calendar system was a great masterpiece. However, their astronomical knowledge was built upon the knowledge they derived from Ravanan and Vishnu, as the Mayans were originally Tamil people, as this video clip would substantiate.
Firstly, who were the Mayans? The Mayans were native Mesoamerican people who developed one of the most sophisticated cultures in the Western Hemisphere before the arrival of the Spanish in 1492. They occupied the area of southern Mexico, Guatemala, El Salvador, Belize, and also parts of Honduras. It is believed that the Mayan ancestors came from Asia when the Asian and Central American continent were joined by a land bridge.
IxChel. She is known as the fertility goddess of the Mayans. She was the goddess of the moon, the goddess of the rainbow, the goddess of the earth, the goddess of war, the goddess of rain. Ix prefix of IxChel is said to mean female. Hence, Chel is the actual name. We have to explore the identity of this goddess with respect to its Tamil connection. In Tamil tradition, there is a goddess called Chelli Amman. The etymology of this name is as shown here. Chelvi plus Amman, Chelli plus Amman, Chelli Amman. Chelvi refers to unmarried young woman and is called in Tamil as Kanni. There is a concept in Tamil called Sapta Kanni. It is a division of human life into 7 stages of 12 years each. Each stage is represented by a Kanni goddess, and these 7 goddesses are called Sapta Kanni. Each of these Kanni goddesses has a reigning deity, the mother goddess, and the 7 mother goddesses are called Sapta Mada. Kindly watch the Great Mariamman Mystery Solved video in this channel, which is a very important video not to be missed. These 7 Saptamada are collectively represented by one deity called Mariamman or Bhagavati Amman, which means transforming deity, as she is worshipped as different manifestations over the 7 days of the week, a specific manifestation on the specific day of the week. Similarly, The seven Saptakannis are collectively represented by one deity called Chelli Amman. It is this Chelli who became Chel among the Mayans. The Sabdamada or Saptakanni are represented by a specific color each. They are black, blue, green, red, golden yellow, white, and transparency. The goddesses Mariamman or Chelliamman are called fertility goddess and the goddess of colors. Each Sabdamada is the reigning deity of the specific planet. At this point, remember the attributes of Mayan goddess Chel. She is a fertility goddess, like that of Tamil Chelliamman. She is the goddess of the rainbow, which actually means that she was the goddess of the colors like Chelliamman. She is the goddess of the moon, representing Neelambike of Tamils, and the goddess of the earth, which actually means the goddess of the greeneries, who is called in Tamil as Pachayamma. She was the goddess of the war, just like Kali of Tamil, who is one of the manifestations of Chelliamman. Chel was called as goddess of rain, shown as emptying a pot of water, and Mariamman was also goddess of rain for Tamils, the distortion introduced by the Indo-Aryans, which had spread to the Mayans also. Kindly watch the great Mariamman mystery solved. Hence, it is awfully clear that Chel of Mayans represents Chelliamman, the Saptakanni of Tamils. There is also a South American goddess called Pachamamma, the earth goddess, worshipped as Aphrodite of Venus, who is nothing but Pachayamma, the goddess of greeneries, also worshipped as Aphrodite of Venus by Tamils, who is one of the Saptamada of Tamils. Hence, Tamil's ancient way of life called Asivagam had spread to all parts of the world. The Saptakanni concept, which is part and parcel of that system, also spread to all corners of the world. We see them among Sumerians as Anunnaki, among Judaism, Christianity, and Islam as angels, among Mayans as Chel, among Chinese and Japanese as seven gods of luck, among Easter Islanders, etc. We have established without an iota of doubt that all the five Mayan gods mentioned here were actually of Tamil origin.